Hi, Joe Mullen from Kayaking Buzzards Bay Area, also known as Captain Gizmo to my friends and fellow kayakers. Um, if you're going to be out kayaking, this is an important thing to have. Most of you can know it. It's a chart. It's a nautical chart. It gives you all, depths and everything. Tells you what the coast is like. Shows you a little bit up inside the rivers and stuff. And you can see it's in a Sea to Summit waterproof case with a latch on it. The case actually velcros in half, which is a very good feature. It keeps it tucked. You can fold it up. I usually fold mine up, keep it tucked in next to the seat. And this cord, I've got two small cleats on either side of my cockpit, and I run it through the center of the cleat up and around, so I have it tied like that. So I'm not going to lose it if I have to roll over, and I can find it real easy if I need it in a hurry. And the other good thing is learn how to read these and navigate with them. I plotted out a course when I went up to Casco Bay. Made a copy of the whole course and plotted out everything. Wrote it down on a separate piece of paper. The compass direction, the buoy we were heading to. We got to that buoy, what the next compass direction was to that buoy. So I had that inside the case, and I could sit there and follow my printed directions as well as the chart directions. So I could keep referring to the chart. Okay, I'm at this buoy. Now I'm heading to that buoy. I need to go on this compass reading and change the compass. We're going to get to the compass in another video. I'm going to do a couple other pieces of safety gear that I carry. If you're a beginner kayaker, or even if you're intermediate, unless you're getting to the advanced level of intermediate to expert, that you're a real strong kayaker, that you don't panic, that you know how to handle yourself in the water, in your kayak, and all that. This is a 55-foot throw line. I have a couple of carabiners attached to either side of my life jacket. I like to carry this on my left side. One, it's out of the way when I'm paddling, and it's out of the way of my radio, which is actually on the other side of my vest. Excuse me. What I do is I use this little clip here. Not sure what that's for, but it's good for clipping the loop in so it doesn't accidentally start coming out. But what I do is I clip this loop onto the carabiner. I can sit there and release this clip, grab this end here, because that's the end I'm going to throw, bag and all, and the line will come flying out of the bag. Now, the mistake a lot of people make after they throw one of these to pack it back, to pack all that line back in, and you can see from the side there's a lot of line in there. They want to kind of layer it in there, real nice. Guess what? The bag won't go anywhere. It'll start to come out and stop, and it'll just drop in the water. They tell you on these things, just stuff it. It doesn't sound logical, but I'll tell you, I've tried layering it. It doesn't go far. I stuff it the way they tell you to. Just keep cramming it in there. You throw it, and the thing will pay out every inch of line. It's, don't know why, but that's the way it works. And like I said, I haven't had to use this yet. I've used the other piece that I'm going to get ready to talk about. But I got this from NRS. It's one of the companies I buy a lot of my gear from. And it's good to have. I mean, if I ever need it, if somebody's in trouble and I can get over there and toss the line to them to get to them quicker, it's well worth having. And I've been in underwater recovery. I did for 20 years doing rescue, throwing lines out to my divers. So I have experience with those. Another piece of gear I got from NRS is this Fanny Pack. It's got a quick release buckle. You can just grab this red ball, pull it, the line comes right out, releases real quick. You put this around your waist. It's got 50 feet of line in it. This is the one I've used a couple of times already, towing people. The only thing I didn't like is the position of the buckle. I had to adjust it so it's over here on my side so I can reach back and pop the line real quick, because I like towing off the right side. There's 50 feet of line in this bag. You open this thing up. You come up to the kayak you're going to tow. You clip this to them, or if you have to throw the line to them, there's a float on the line. So it makes it easy. Come on, buckle. But the nice thing is the last 2 feet of this is a bungee, so it's got spring to it. So when it's around your waist and you're towing somebody, they're 50 feet behind you. If you're coming down a trough and they're going up the backside of this swell or wave or whatever, there's going to be a lot of pull on that line. It's not going to jerk you backwards. That's the nice thing. You'll feel a little tension, but you just keep paddling. You're going down, you're starting up the next one, they're coming down the other one, so the line, that bungee is going to be doing this the whole time. You got to be a strong paddler to use this. It's not for novices or intermediates, unless you're at the high-end intermediate and you're a real strong paddler. You got your techniques down and everything, because when you connect this up to another kayak, you think, well, they're on the water, they're just floating. No, it puts a lot of drag on your kayak and you. So that's the other piece of gear. The other thing I should have been talking about, let me get my gearbox. Oops, sorry. Is, since we're on this, we'll do a couple of pieces. We were talking about a nav chart. Compass. This is a Brunton compass. This is pretty popular for all kayaks. They come in various models and stuff. This has a couple of 4 bungees with clips. Goes right onto your deck lines. Very visible, very good compass. I clip it on my kayak every time I go out. I have my chart with me, and so that's another good piece of gear. And for you people who, what do you do with your cell phone? There's a lot of different packages out there. I have the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. It's a rather large phone. It's hard finding a waterproof case for this. However, I had this OtterBox sitting around for other things, and the OtterBox works very well for my phone. It sits right in there. I got it in a spot that's easy to get to, and I just keep my glasses in this next to the phone. Got anything else in here? Oh, another good thing to have, a watch. I don't like wearing a watch, but when I go out, I wear a watch because you got to know what time it is. Because I'm in a tidal area, so I got to know when high tide is, when low tide is. Am I fighting a tide? Am I going with the tide? And if you're doing a compass course, like I did up in Casco Bay, you want to know how, you approximate about how many minutes you're going to be paddling in one direction. And if you've got a long leg of the journey, and when you start, you can't see the buoy you're heading to, you're relying on your compass direction, and then you rely on your watch. How long have I been paddling? I should have been paddling like 10 minutes. I should see that buoy in this location. Oh, look, there it is. So you need to have a waterproof watch, and have a good one, because it could take a beating once in a while. But for right now, that's all I have with safety gear. Oh, one more. This is why I'm called Captain Gizmo. How many people carry one of these? This stays in my life jacket, in my pocket. It's a small air horn. It's nice and small, hand size, easy to use. Just hit the button. I'm not going to hit it. Very loud. I've used it a couple of times to get attention of boats that didn't see me. How they don't see me, I don't know. I'm in a 14-foot orange kayak with a 44-inch light pole behind me with an orange pendant and an American flag, but yet they still don't see me. But I carry an air horn. It's a good thing to have. And we'll talk about some of the other gear I carry later on. But I think that's enough for now. If you have any comments, questions, anything like that, let me know what kind of gear you carry. We get a good thing going. Maybe I'll do another video, and we'll just do a kind of roundup type video where I can get on there and go, hey, I talked to John out in Colorado or whatever, and this is what they're using for safety gear. It's a good idea. The other thing we'll do in the future is we'll start looking at if you're kayak camping, what kind of gear you're carrying. This is going to open up a whole plethora of, well, I like this and I like that. I'll tell you what I'm using. You guys come back and tell me what you're using. We'll get a good discussion going. Try to get this channel built up. If you know other people you think may want to subscribe to this channel, please subscribe to my channel. Let's build it up and get something going. Thank you.